Ladies and gentlemen, let's game into the video. Let us discuss the PlayStation Now beta, specifically on a new feature that's been added, the rental of games. So, this is a fairly interesting concept, but at the same time, I suppose, a natural extension to what you've already got. So the beta phase currently offers a multitude of different games. For example, you've got Saints Row, Fuel, Contrast, and several others. These are new titles that have been introduced to the PlayStation Now. However, screenshots have already been popping up, and by screenshots I mean people just taking images with their camera, very zoomed in, because obviously they don't want to be giving away their account details for obvious reasons. But for example, Saints Row the Third is available to rent. It's currently for free because after all it is a trial period, and the trial periods are fairly natural: 1 day, 7 day, and 30 days. So I can somewhat see the appeal of this, specifically because a lot of games developers now don't give demos. Now there's a bit of a story behind that. As far as I understand it, the studios who've responded have actually said that they don't feel that the sales generated by a demo are actually worth spending the money it takes to develop and then distribute that demo. I don't necessarily know because I've not done 100% of the research, but there you go. I'm just basically going verbatim what they are saying. Regardless, I can imagine the 1 day being pretty popular. There's a new title that's coming out. Hey, I'll just rent it for a day and see what I think of the multiplayer, or what have you. Especially because obviously a lot of these titles will be for the PlayStation 3. So in that case, obviously, or the earlier PlayStation, and in those cases, you might not necessarily want to buy the game. You may just want to try them out. You may just want to say, hey, you know what, I just want to play this game in the series that was on the earlier console. I happen to miss it. This is a good opportunity to do so. I'm curious to see the pricing of this, because everything really comes down to the price. If it's prohibitively expensive, as particularly for the 1 day, like if you rent a game for like, just throwing it out there, this is not confirmed pricing at all as far as I understand. There's no images of the pricing structure and they've not revealed it, but let's just say it's like £1.99, say, $2, $3 for a day. You wouldn't mind doing that. But if it starts to get more than that, it starts to get a bit dicey. I'm still 100% unconvinced with the PlayStation Now. I'm probably going to get a few nasty comments regarding that, but I've heard some mixed things. Microsoft have said the same thing, actually. Not specifically regarding the PlayStation, but they've said, there is some latency and long loading times associated with this. And it's not necessarily just the internet connection. It's also, as far as I'm understanding, and reading between the lines and actually understanding a bit about servers myself, it seems that a lot of this is down to the latency of actually sending the data to the system, loading it up, and loading the data to you. Plus, as well, as far as I understand, they're using pretty much virtual machines, and so they have to allocate the resources, and all of this takes, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever they can get it down to, which obviously still increases the time factor, and so far some of the loading times have been about a minute, which I'm sure you'd agree isn't particularly smooth sailing. As I said, I'm going to keep an open mind. I'm personally not huge into cloud gaming anyway. I personally prefer the local system. I don't necessarily mind cloud and I don't necessarily agree with cloud, even though I suppose Nvidia and others do technically use it, but it's more streaming, in my personal opinion, and that would be, say, you've got a home-based PC and you're streaming it to like a lightweight device. I'll give you an example. Nvidia's Shield technology, that I can kind of deal with. I'm still not exactly convinced that we're in this gaming nirvana with the cloud gaming. I still think that certain games are just too sensitive to lag. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully you've enjoyed the relatively short video. I'll see you soon. Take care and bye for now.